Hello and welcome to another episode of Tander Chats, a video game podcast for those of us who never grew up. You're with me, James, and I am with the usual Tanders, Jed, JV, and Rico. Hello guys.
Hey!
Hello. What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
Kumusta?
Greetings from the pandemic.
Oh no. So for today's episode and recording, yan may halong inuman kasi yan na yatang uso ngayon sa mga bata ngayon, no? Nag-iinuman na lang.
Sigurado ka sa mga bata uso yan.
Actually,
Mga tito.
sa mga tito, oo nga. So yun, for our topic for today, no, we will be talking about the video games that we almost ignored. Pero yun, like I said, nagiinuman nga. Ano bang mga iniinom nyo din, guys? Sana hindi tsaa.
Ito, Pilsner Urquell.
Oh,
Uy.
it's a very good choice, sir.
It's a beer from where?
This is funny. It says it's from Czechoslovakia, pero may Japanese characters. Kasi galing ko sa pinsan ko eh.
So for Japan siya.
Pero sabi nga nila, mga Czech beers are like the best tasting beers in the world. Tama ba?
Yes. Tapos
No?
mura pa doon. As in, yung presyo niya, kapresyo natin dito.
Wow.
Hindi nga sa Manila eh. Sa probinsya pa.
Wow.
Presyong probinsya? Wow.
Okay yan.
Oh,
Parang gusto ko pumunta ng Czechoslovakia.
Or Czech Republic pala.
The
So,
Czech Republic, tama.
Republic.
They're part of...
Oh, diba?
Oh,
Masarap talaga ang Pilsner Urquell.
ayos.
okay naman siya.
Yeah.
Okay. Ikaw, JV, anong iniinom mo?
I am drinking a bottle. No, not a bottle. But I have here Chivas Regal XV.
XV. Wait. Is that supposed to be like Johnny Walker XR?
XV is 15. It's a 15.
15-year-old. Okay.
They call it XV kasi it's
I suddenly remember the bad tagline.
What are the tasting notes of XV or 15?
It's 15 years finished in champagne.
Wow.
Wow.
Talaga for Scotch whiskey?
Parang yun do yung nila eh. Yun yung it's a celebratory scotch daw.
Oh. So medyo manimis na miss and a little light on the finish if
Yes.
I'm imagining it correctly.
Yeah. Let me read from it, okay? It says Grande Champagne Cognac Casks. Unleash a
Grabe,
scotch with
social.
uniquely refined, fruity and velvety taste.
Ayun yun.
So, cognac and champagne.
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 Agad.
Again.
Yeah, ito, usapang lasing na to eh. No? Talagang
Yes.
inuman na. Ayos ah.
May pre-show.
Okay, pre-show. Ay, no. Ikaw, Jed, anong iniinom mo naman?
Beer.
Beer lang.
Oh,
Anong
beer.
klaseng beer?
Beer galing sa ref natin.
Han? Ayos yun eh.
Heineken.
Ay, oo, yung tinirang Heineken natin. That's
Galing sa
supposed...
ref natin.
Oo ka, no?
Ininom ko.
Oh, sige na nga.
Nangangalahati na eh.
That's supposed to be our celebratory beer. Pero, oo nga, tama ka nga. Hindi na tayo magbabalik office. So, sige, mabuti na. Inumin mo na.
Yan na yung company perk mo, Jed. Yan na yung company perk.
Oo, 3 bote ng beer in the ref.
Oh, yeah. Ayos. Hindi naman napapanis yung beer. No? Matagal na yung beer na yan nandyan, eh, no?
Tagal na. It's like more than a year na yata.
Yeah. It's more than a year that we've been waiting for our big break.
Wala.
Wala. Hopefully, it will come soon. Yun na naman natin. Yung sinasabi natin, soon. Ay, ako naman, ano ba ininom ko? Sake naman. Some Japanese sake. I don't know the name. I know the bottle, so I know what to order. Pero, if you ask me the name, yun.
Sakebu.
Yeah.
Sakebu.
Sacre Bleu.
From France.
Yan.
French pala yan.
Oo, sige na nga. French na lang yan. Ay, nako. Pero yun, I've been into sake for quite some time kasi medyo nasawa na ako sa whiskey. So, may iba naman, sake naman.
Oh, you should try then the Champagne Cognac.
Pero actually, oo nga, na-intriga ako sa XV ni JV.
Yeah.
It's a new release.
I see.
Yes.
Ayun, ang ganda ng bote, oh. So, pambata talaga, no? For the
Yeah.
younger drinkers.
Yes.
Younger
the
legal
packaging.
drinkers.
Oo nga,
Yes,
no?
yes.
Dahil sa packaging.
Oo.
XP. Kasi it's not
Oh.
the oldest eh. The
Oo
oldest
nga.
is like 20
Mm,
plus.
If you
Pero
don't
parang,
mind me asking how much is one bottle.
I don't know.
Oh,
This was ano
it's a
kasi,
gift.
it was a gift from the local arm of Shivas here because we did a tasting kanina.
Sarap
So parang
naman.
they were dissecting the notes. Tapos
Mm.
yung brand head taga UK and his internet was worse than ours. Kasi he
Oh,
kept
yikes.
connected. Grabe. So sabi daw niya UK internet is just as bad daw as or even worse than Philippines.
wow, may mag-worse pa pala sa atin.
Wow.
Grabe.
Wait, so you did your tasting. Nagde-deviate na tayo, hindi na video games. But you you did your tasting at your homes on
I've
your
been inuman. I've been drinking since 6,
Wow,
guys. Come
sarap
on.
naman.
Okay.
Grabe.
Okay ka pala, JV.
Oh, okay na yan.
May
Yan na lang yung
pre-show.
topic natin. Yan na lang yung topic natin.
Kailangan tuloy-tuloy yung tama kasi mahirap na yung 'di ba? Yung may
Oh.
tama tapos mawawala.
Oo.
Oh.
So at 6, we were drinking. So it ended at 7. Tapos we had dinner. Sabi ng wife, let's open wine. I wanna eat drink. It's Friday. So nag-one bottle kami ng
Ayun.
wine. And now I'm here. So it's like round 3.
Oh, that's
Yan.
nice. So, tuloy-tuloy ang combo.
Binatang binata.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Oo nga,
Yeah.
tama. And it
Okay
was a
lang.
holiday today
Okay
also for
lang
us.
pag may uric acid bukas.
Oh, wala na.
Yan yung mga bukas pa nilang tatandaan.
Oo nga, bahala na ang gout. Bahala na. Hay, sige, video games naman tayo.
Video games.
Video games na. Ito, as usual, before we get into the topic, we're gonna talk about what we've been playing. Sige, I want to get Rico out of the way na since I think he's been playing the same game.
Grabe.
Ay, nako. Rico, what have you been playing? I just checked the document.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Still, Animal Crossing.
Forever.
Okay ka? What's okay, sorry. This is the third time you brought up Animal Crossing in this podcast. What's keeping you hooked pa rin? Yun na lang tatanungin ko.
Ang dami kasi. So, I don't know if you guys ever got into The Sims, but it has sort of the same appeal na you can do so many things. Parang hindi ka nauubusan of things to do.
Okay.
So, yan yung, I mean, like for example, when you when you finally accomplish something in Animal Crossing, there's something new to accomplish again. So,
Wow.
It's like in
Talagang-
real life.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
parang kunwari,
Concrete example.
sige.
Yung concrete
Yeah.
Sige.
Medyo may tama na yata si Rico eh.
When I unlocked terraforming,
Mm.
I built a 2-level deck na may coffee shop saka diner sa likod ng mga shops ko. And then,
Ooh.
na-inspire ako dun. So, I'm now making a seafood restaurant near the beach.
Wow.
Wow. Parang Lego City pala to, no?
Ayun.
I like
Actually,
that.
yeah. That's a good description.
Okay. Hindi pa kasi ako umaabot sa terraforming. I keep putting it off.
Wag na kasi ma-addict ka lang eh.
Tsaka they released a new patch a few days ago, I read.
Yesterday, actually.
Yesterday, okay. Oh, so
And they finally brought in data backup. Kasi yung for the longest time, if you lost your Switch or nasira siya, tapos nawala yung data, wala na
Wala
yung
na.
hardware mo. Oo.
oh,
Pero they finally put in data
cloud
back.
save.
So may cloud save na,
Meron
finally.
na. Meron
Pero
na.
hindi pa siya, hindi
Amazing.
siya yung normal cloud save. Like for example, if you lose your Switch, for example, you have to contact Nintendo support to get to retrieve your backup into the new
What?
device.
Grabe naman. Grabe naman
Oo
yung
nga.
isip nilang dadayain ng mga tao.
Sobra
Oo.
naman. Nintendo, ano ba kayo? Are you like trapped in 1997 or something? Ba't ganyan no? So backwards?
Ewan ko
I
sa
mean,
kanila.
oh, ay nako. Okay, so yun pala, no? Tapos na rin ba yung like summer event? I read something about it na you can go swimming and stuff.
Oh, yung,
Tapos na yan.
it's still ongoing. Yung swimming kasi I think it's already part of the functionality of the game moving forward.
Okay, okay. Oh, galing ah. Dapat matry ko nga ulit. Naiintriga ako kasi tagal mo na naglalaro ng Animal Crossing eh.
Oo nga.
Tibay.
Grabe.
Okay. Okay. Sige. Ikaw, Jed, anong nilalaro mo?
Well, over the weekends lang, no, nakakalaro ako. Finally, natapos ko ang Assassin's Creed Rogue
Wow.
after
It's
a year of playing on and off.
Rogue
So yun ang
Rogue is the pirates.
it's like the how do you call that? They released Unity kasi, that's the French one, di ba? But
Okay.
it was a next gen game. It was a PS4, Xbox One game, I think.
Okay.
Pero just I think to appease the people who were still playing on the last gen consoles, they put out this game, Assassin's Creed Rogue. Na
Okay.
kasi you can tell it was like a really it was made on a smaller budget that recycled yung maraming mga assets. The engine is the same, the animations are all the same. They just have a
Okay.
new story na naging Templar yung character mo.
Okay.
And so yeah, and finally I finished it and I started with Unity. So feeling ko this is what I'll be playing on weekends for
Okay.
the next year or so. And then finally makaka-move on na ako dun sa susunod, the British one.
Syndicate ba yun?
Yes, Syndicate. Thank you.
Ayun. Oo.
Yeah.
Nakakamiss din actually, yan, call me old school, pero after playing the newer Assassin's Creed, yung Odyssey and Origins, parang yun hindi na kasi sila Assassin's Creed games na
Parang
the
RPG na sila eh.
oo yun
Yeah.
naging live service style na RPG na ewan na sila eh.
Ubisoft.
Yun. Yan. Sayang kasi
It's not a good thing. Kasi ako medyo na-frustrate ako with the parkour, and sometimes your guy doesn't jump where you want him to go. Diyan, gusto ko bumaba ka na.
Oo. Actually, mechanically, okay naman newer engine na ginamit nila. Controls are really tight. Actually, combat's really good. Pero yun nawala lang yung Assassin's Creed flavor, like the Hidden Blade, yung assassinating targets, mga ganun. Wala nang masyadong. Oo.
Yeah,
So,
siguro in like 3 years or so, I'll get to the Egyptian one.
ayan,
Yung
sige.
Origins. Yeah.
Oo.
And then the Greek one.
Yan, Odyssey. Paano yung The Viking one?
Matagal na yun. 10 taon, bigyan mo sa akin. Lalaro ko rin yun eventually. I'm working my way up.
Yeah. Sabagay, it's to your favor kasi by that time naman, maging sobrang mura na rin yung game, di ba?
Tama. And release the game of the year, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Tama, you're right. Okay. Okay, Assassin's Creed. Stig pa rin, either way. Ako naman, ako naman, I've been playing, I just finished God of War. I've been talking to you. No, the reboot, sorry. The God of War PS4 reboot.
God of War.
Yeah, I've been talking to Jed about it.
Okay.
Urging him to finish it na rin. Kasi we both stopped.
Nag-usap na sila na the end is in sight. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I guess we're getting there.
Wait, saan ka na ba sa game?
Should I spell stuff?
Pero yun, sinabi na niya na patapos na yung game.
Tapos nag-inuman sila.
Oh.
Ayan,
Oh.
basta.
Ayan.
Ano to,
Okay.
God of War 1? Reboot ng 1?
No, kasi itong God of War, bali tinuloy lang nila from the third game. They just removed the number. But it's basically God of War 4. But they just,
Ito ba yung sa Norse?
yes, the mga
Okay.
Viking na.
Okay. Okay na yan.
So,
That game has already been out for a year. So,
2
okay.
years na.
Yeah.
Okay na
Oh.
Game of the Year, 2018.
No. Okay siya. I like the, yun, at first, parang I was complaining to Jed nga, the story, parang kung saan ako pinapapunta and everything. And then, I stuck with it na lang. And glad I did kasi, ayun, yung relationship between si Kratos and his son, parang nakikita mo how it evolves. Una, sobrang tense. Si Kratos, di niya kilala yung anak niya. Kasi, I guess, parating wala si Kratos. Tapos throughout the game, parang mas nagiging close na sila, nagde-develop na yung bond nila as father and son. And pati yung skills, kasi you level up the characters na rin. Yun, parang yun, every time you level up both Kratos and his son, mas gumaganda yung combat and the experience gets better. And then yun, sobrang I really like it. The pacing after parang midpoint of the game, medyo dun na ako na-hook. Tuloy-tuloy na yung story, maganda na yung story, and I really wanted to see how it was gonna end. And the ending was okay. It wasn't grand like the third God of War na binugbog niya si Zeus. Nothing like that. Medyo mas toned down na siya. Pero yun, it's a case of the journey is like better than the destination. Yun na lang masasabi ko.
Okay.
So you didn't really like the ending?
It was okay. May mga sinabi pero parang kasi yun nga, it's all the whole plot or the premise of the game is them bringing the ashes of the mom to the highest peak, 'di ba? So yun.
So that's the whole point.
Yun naman.
Yun lang naman na kailangan nilang story na matel.
Which is okay naman din. I mean, nagawa naman nila yung what they sought out to do. And yun. But I enjoyed the journey more than
Grabe,
the ending.
I remember before I watched YouTube video, God of War 3, All Gods Death. Tapos parang, grabe galit. So I never played the series kasi. But then when I saw that video, it's like, grabe galit na galit naman ito si Kratos.
Oh, grabe. Yung God of War 3, actually, nilalaro ko nga din sa office namin. At yan, pinapanood ako ni Jed, tsaka ng partner namin. Tapos yan, puro patayan lang ng yan. It's when you fight the next god, it's like, oh shit, ano naman tong kadiring Oo, yung sobrang gigil na gagawin niya. Yung
Parang half the game is God of War and then the latter half is just like a gauntlet.
Yeah, tama.
Killing
Yeah.
all the gods.
Kill all gods. Yung favorite ko yung sino ba yan? Si Mercury ba yan? Yung
Oo.
Si Hermes.
Hermes pala ang si Hermes.
Ang yabang niya.
Hermes.
Tas, di ba may pakpak din ba sa paa si Hermes? Yun, pinunit yung pakpak sa paa. Grabe, wala na.
Hindi yung pakpak lang, yung buong leg.
Tapos yung buong leg, nga. Grabe.
Like cuts off the leg.
Oo nga. Yan. Medyo may ganun na tendencies pa rin sa itong God of War, the fourth game.
Okay.
Pero yun, nothing wild like the third one na puro killing. You kill some gods then on the fourth game pero not as crazy.
Okay.
Ayun. Yun lang.
Maganda nga yung writing niya and the setting. It was really well done.
Oo nga.
And it's remarkable. Yun yung naalala ko talaga. Like how they wrote the two main characters. Yung relationship nila and how it develops. For a game that looks that good.
Oo nga, tama.
That well. Parang yun pa yung naalala ko.
Tama.
It's such a great achievement.
Yeah, and it's like the studio, ano eh, itong studio people in Santa Monica, they grew up and then they wrote like a really good story for this character who wasn't supposed to be treated yung ganun yung treatment na sobrang
Mm-mm.
mature and everything.
Yeah.
Um, yun. O nga, pero yan, speaking of the other aspects in the graphics, yan, I was telling you rin, Jed, the scale of the game, grabe. Ibang klase din.
Yeah.
The vistas and all the big creatures and
So
everything.
it's still bigger than kasi I remember yung sa God of War 3, yung nakita ko na video, you're actually fighting on a Titan na sobrang laki niya.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember. So, oo nga pala, no?
Oo.
Yes,
May,
scale has always been a thing sa God of
Oo.
War, no?
Okay. But so the scale here in the reboot is bigger pa than that, or
They captured din. There's some parts na may ganun na big creatures that you fight on, or like sometimes like a dead like a really big thing that you need to scale.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, the way they play with scale, yeah, it's still
Okay.
there.
Ayun, okay.
Uh, and it's done really well na this time. Na hindi lang yung pilit na camera angles and whatever.
Okay.
Maganda siya.
Oo nga,
Ayun.
because you'll notice you'll notice na yung camera, it never strays too far from your character.
Tama.
Parang di nga siya nagka-cut eh. I was trying to look for any cuts in the game.
Actually, this is the first AAA 3D game daw to use a one-shot camera.
Yeah, it's one shot, diba?
Yes, tama. There's
Ang
no,
galing.
nga, actually, now that you guys bring it up, there are no cuts, there are no load times. Well, you have the initial load, pero after that, wala na, tuloy-tuloy lang. Oo
Yeah.
nga.
Very seamless. Ang galing niya.
Tsaka, yun, very cinematic. And actually, heto nga kakabili ko rin ng Ghost of Tsushima. Di ko na matiis.
Kaya pala tinapos yung God of War eh.
Oo, para tanggal ng backlog, di ba? So, para makalaro na ng Ghost of Tsushima. And medyo ganun na naman yung themes niya na very cinematic. Ang galing. I don't know if may parang like universal content ba itong Sony for all their studios. Pero the way they treat their games, very cinematic na. And cinematic in the right way. Akala mo talaga nanonood ka ng sine. And yan, ganun din ang nakuha kong parang nakuha kong impression from Spider-Man as well. Very
the exclusives are all very cinematic. Yeah.
I feel they have like this guy looking over all the projects, making sure na yun, it's up to snuff.
Baka may mandate sila.
Yun. Next episode, Ghost of Tsushima naman. Spoiler. Okay, yeah. Tama na. Sige, ikaw naman, JV. What have you been playing, sir?
Well, thanks to Rico, I used to be very skeptical of SnowRunner.
Yes. Yes.
But I've seen the light.
Thank you.
Wala, parang chore. Akala ko like, what's this? I'm just driving. Okay, fine. Pero after building, siguro after the first 20 minutes of SnowRunner, yung when you build the bridge in the first map and you go to Alaska, then okay, parang why am I still playing it? You know what I mean? Parang yeah, why am I still playing this?
The hooks have sunk in.
Yeah, and then like, oh, there's a car over there. I wonder how am I gonna get to that car. So you're planning in your head na, di ba? Like how you gonna get there. And then when you're there, biglang you get stuck. And then like, oh crap, I have to start from the start.
Recover.
So parang may pagka roguelike siya without it being...
Ayun.
I agree ako dyan. May pagka-roguelike talaga siya.
Pagka-roguelike without it being told na it's a roguelike. Diba?
Oo nga.
Oh, James, especially when you get to the third map of
Island Lake.
Grabe. Kasi on this map, there's no garage. So if you recover, you go back to the previous map and then you have to travel so far to get back to where you
Yeah, yan. Yeah, that's why we stopped playing that map and moved to Alaska na. Kasi minumura na namin yung map na yan.
Oh no.
Grabe.
So,
Pero,
yeah, gets ko yung appeal. No,
Yun.
it's like the game that you will play when Ayoko na Call of Duty. I don't wanna play this other game.
Oo nga.
What else is left? Oh, there's SnowRunner.
Yan. It's a
Parang
it's it's a palate cleanser, 'di ba?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like eating a sorbet before the steak.
Yeah,
Yuck.
it's your sparkling water to cleanse the palate. Oh,
Yun,
Yes.
exactly. How classy. I love it.
yeah.
Pero tama ka nga na it's strange na it's supposed to be it's basically a off-road driving sim,
Yeah.
but you find a lot of parallels to other genres. Like yan, sabi mo, roguelikes or even puzzle games or an adventure game.
Yeah, like I don't know how they were able to think of this game. Like, how are they able to think of? It's basically parang if you were to pitch it to I have a new game. Basically, you're just driving in hard, you know,
In bad terrain.
in bad terrain.
Oo nga.
Okay. Tapos
Mer-
parang ang ganda ng graphics. Like, kung shooter to, okay
Oo,
sa, di
actually.
ba parang,
Ang ganda
Ayan,
na.
World
Spoiled na
War
ako
Z.
sa water eh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
World War Z.
ang ganda ng, same guy, then we find out same guys pala who did World War Z. So, yeah.
No, kasi itong SnowRunner, it's a sequel to a game called Mud Runner.
Okay.
Nagganon din siya. But, actually, kaya ako binenta ko tong game kasi may appeal din tong Mud Runner na yan, you go on terrain and do some and stuff. Pero SnowRunner is greatly improved na you have all these tasks to do, multiple or different kinds of things to haul. Sa Mud Runner kasi wala masyado eh.
Pero may cargo na.
May cargo, parang wood lang yata or logs. Parang ganun lang.
Oh, okay. Wala. Ayoko niyan.
Oh, hindi parang SnowRunner. At saka yung wala yung kailangan mong magdala ng mga gamit bago maging active tong factory or something. Tapos you can use that factory to get other stuff.
So that's a new thing. You have
Yes,
to
so
get this facility up and running by delivering stuff to it.
yes, tama.
Okay.
Kahit nandiyan na yung materials sa tabi ng facility.
Oo nga.
Yung sawmill. Nakakainis.
Yeah.
Props lang pala yung kahoy dun.
SnowRunner. I'm glad JV you're enjoying the game.
Yeah.
And we need to play more of it. Unfortunately, when we stream, wala lang nanonood. So sana next time, pinaplug ko na yung stream namin.
Kung napapakinggan nyo to, and somehow you're curious about SnowRunner, di ba?
Yan.
Go and watch the stream.
Watch how we have fun. Tama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayun. Okay, sige. Maybe we can go into the topic na. Kasi medyong related din sa sinabi ni JV, no, na
True.
he wouldn't be trying the game if it's not for friends like us. Actually, thanks to Rico pala, gift ni Rico. Thank you, Rico.
Pala.
Kasalanan mo, James, ikaw yung nag-hook sa akin. So, hinok ko
yun.
rin baby.
Oo nga.
Oh, speaking of which, when he bought that for me, I bought him Risk of Rain 2.
Oh. Okay. Yan.
Oh, ayan na.
Perfect. Yan na.
Yan. It's
Can try
another
that
game.
next time.
Ayan na, kompleto.
Sige. Okay, so yun. Video games you almost ignored. Sige, maybe we can start with naming some games, guys. New or old. Kahit yan. When I say old, yung from the 80s or 90s, ano bang mga games that you almost ignored pero nung sinubukan nyo na nagustuhan nyo pala?
Okay, Rico muna.
Sige. Sim Tower. Kasi when I saw it at first, parang, ano to? Mag-build ka lang ng floors. Pero when I tried it, it was addicting pala SimCity. And I used to be a huge SimCity fan.
So what made you try it?
So hypothetically, nung wala pa akong pera, I might have acquired a copy without any financial expenditure.
So you pirated the game.
Well put. Okay.
We all did naman.
Or someone lent him the original game.
Yeah.
Oh, tama. Yeah, sure.
Kasi wala namang copy protection nun, di ba?
Oo nga.
Tama.
Okay. So dahil doon, you were able to quote-unquote acquire the game. Sinubukan mo.
Oo.
Okay. So what was the hesitation? But parang in-almost write off mo na tong Sim Tower?
Kasi parang, so I used to be a SimCity fan until City Skyline. Pero parang when I saw Sim Tower, parang, ano to? Parang SimCity na ginawang side view? Ano yun? Parang, wala pa silang
Mm,
originality. Na I didn't know yet na they remade a Japanese game, si Maxis.
Oo nga.
yeah.
I just thought they were parang ripping off SimCity uh, and made it sideways para may bagong game sila.
Oh, okay. Oo nga, paano ako fan from for whatever reason naman, ako opposite. Naging fan naman ako ng Sim Tower. Siguro nakita ko lang sa magazine, doon nabenta na ako.
Mm-hmm. Na-intriga ka na agad.
I think so, oo. Kasi I remember asking my parents to buy it for me in the States. Tapos
Wow.
yun.
Ah,
Okay.
pinabili
Oo.
mo talaga. You specifically
Oh,
asked for
yeah,
Sim
yeah.
Tower. Wow. Okay.
Actually, not just Sim Tower, but also for whatever reason, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Wow! Dati pa pala itong obsession na to eh.
Di ko alam bakit. Ito, medyo nagsa-sidebar lang tayo. Pero, nung nakuha ko yung Microsoft Flight Sim, um, sabi ko, uy, ang bigat ng box. Astig to, baka madaming discs or whatever. Tapos yung pala, makapal pala yung manual. Parang Biblia. Puta ina.
Biblia.
Sobrang kapal eh. Sabi ko, what the hell is this? Babasahin ko ba to just to play a game? Tapos, sinubukan ko rin basahin. I was like, what, grade 6? 5? Wala. I couldn't understand the thing. Bahala na. Let's just fly the plane and see what happens. Ay. Okay, anyways. So
Sorry,
Rico
JP.
was
Yeah.
Sim Tower for you. Any other games but that you almost wrote off, Rico?
Wala. Nothing comes to mind yet. Pero maybe later on, I'll think of something.
Okay. Sige. Ikaw, Jed. Ano naman yung mga ganun na games na
Trying to
experience
think.
mo?
Parang halos lahat sinusubukan ko eh. Dati.
Wow, open-minded ka pala.
Well, I remember, it took me a while before I got to play Myst,
Okay.
yung adventure game. Kasi I kept seeing it in the magazines eh, na it's first person, na para siyang slideshow, di ba? And
Oo nga.
you're walking around solving puzzles. You don't talk to anyone. You don't see any people. Well, until the end of the game. Na parang, how can they call this an adventure game? It's not like any of the other adventure games that I know. Yung mga Sierra, mga LucasArts. So, medyo na-write off ko na siya na, this is just some fad na, kasi may CD-ROM, uso siya. So, for the longest time, I thought it was just this puzzle game. Parang yung Seventh Guest. Just some
Oo nga.
puzzle game. And then I got to try it much later na. Siguro nung kailan ba? About the time when Myst 4 came out. I got to try the first game. Tapos, oh, wow. Maganda pala siya.
Mm.
The puzzles, if you compare them to yung mga Sierra game puzzles, they kind of make sense. Like, you can apply logic to them.
Mhm.
Kasi diba dati, the adventure game puzzle, use the monkey on the thing, tapos gagana siya. Kung
Oo.
ano iniisip ng designer.
Mm.
And in this case, you had to figure it out. You had to test. Like, you flip a switch, you see what's changed. Tapos unti-unti, you work it out. You work out the system. So yun, na-enjoy ko siya, no, eventually. And also, na-discover ko na they really did this environmental storytelling that you didn't really see in previous adventure games. Na by observing, you can see what happened before, ano ba nangyari sa mga tao na to,
Okay.
or why is it like this now. Even though you're just inferring things, it's not really explicitly stated to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay.
found that interesting. Sayang. Sana dati pa nalaro ko na siya. Pero yun, I really love the series now. Nilaro ko na. Although na-stuck ako, syempre, hirap ng Myst. I think I'm still like somewhere in Riven eh. Wala na akong pag-asa.
Naalala mo ba, Jed, nung nasa school pa tayo? pinapakita nila yung mist na yan sa, kasi minsan may parang multimedia fair, like a book fair.
Yeah.
And then they show mist din on the computer.
Mm-mm.
So yun, parang ako naman, again, opposite. Nung nakita ko, ay, ito pala ang mist. Medyo hindi ko yata type. Kasi it's like,
Okay. Akala ko
yeah,
sorry.
it's,
Gusto mo.
The
hindi,
puzzle.
parang, I knew about mist. Tapos parang, ay, ito lang pala ang mist. Puzzles and stuff.
Puro picture lang. Ano ba to?
Okay. Sana ang barilan. Wala. First
Wala.
person, wala namang baril. Yun pala.
Hindi siya flashy, no? Kasi remember those other games they were showing? Yung mga FMV games.
Oo nga, oo.
I forgot one of those games na you were guiding this lady inside like a submarine or something.
Wait, meron ba yun?
Di ko na maalala masyado. May maliit na window lang sa screen where she
Okay.
talks to you. Tapos may kiklikan ka ng mga button na parang, ito gawin mo ha. Tapos yan, may gagawin siya. Tapos kung mali, mamatay siya.
Astig yun. Okay, hindi ko alam yun.
But yeah, Mist wasn't flashy at all.
Oo nga.
Okay. Di ba there was another one, Seventh Guest?
Yeah. Seventh Guest. Yun, I like that one kasi horror themed naman siya.
May horror.
Oo. Pero yung puzzles niya, parang bang out of some activity book na meron ka nung grade school ka. Parang ganun. Na, you know what? I can't really remember any of the puzzles. Pero they were just puzzles.
Simple lang.
Not really. Pwede mo silang tanggalin sa setting and they would still work.
So pilit.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. Ako naman, believe it or not, I almost wrote off Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Well, that's understandable. Ako rin naman dati, what the hell is this?
Sa bagay, parang ganun din eh. I think we were listening to a podcast called Gamers with Jobs. At doon ko yata, doon natin nalaman the game, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Tapos, nung ine-explain nila, parang, ano ba yan? Parang sobrang silang excited for driving a truck. How exciting can that be? So nung nag-sale, sinubukan ko na. Sige, tangina, let's see what's the fuss all about. Tapos, ayan, gamit ko pa yung Xbox controller dati kasi yun daw ang recommended way if you don't have a wheel. And I didn't have one that back then. So, sinubukan ko with the controller. So, okay, swabe. Magandang experience. And, ayun, ever since na-hook na ako to the point na 2 years ago, I bought a wheel, a racing wheel, specifically for Euro Truck.
Shit. Ito nga pala. Yun nga pala yung dahilan, no?
I remember, nasa hospital pa ako kasi kakapanganak lang ng wife ko to our second kid. And I was watching review videos on tong mga racing wheels. Kasi I wanted to buy one for Euro Truck. Hindi ko alam bakit. Bigla ko na naisip parang one morning parang gusto kong mag-Euro Truck with a wheel this time.
Gusto mo yung real experience.
Yung wheel and rin yung cambio. So the shifter.
Kompleto, may cambio pa.
Yun. Tapos I late ko na figure out na in real life pala, wala na palang masyadong manual trucks. Puro automatic na. So, pero pwede naman. I mean,
okay lang. You can pretend to be like a driver from the 1970s.
Yan, sure. Sige. Kaya when you look around the cab, wala. Tama, role-playing. Pero when you look around the cab, wala yung cambio. Kasi in real life nga, wala na. Wala na talaga.
Yung interior model, wala siyang cambio.
Wala.
I see. Hindi ko lang pansin yan.
Kasi it's all done automatic na. Ayun, and that leads to another genre, no? Basically to iRacing. Kasi after watching all these videos on steering wheels, wala talagang balak mag-sim racing. Tapos, yun, one time lang din. Hindi ko alam bakit. Naintigan lang din ako. Parang, ano ba itong iRacing? Lahat, they're talking about iRacing. Sige, let's try it na nga. Tapos, ayun, nahook din ako for some time until recently lang nag-stop na. Medyo nag-die down na konti. Ayun lang. Yun. So, yan. driving sims basically. Parang late in life ko na lang nalaman na shit, like I love the act of driving cars. It's a weird thing to say kasi when ewan ko, dito kasi sa atin ma-traffic eh. Pero syempre
You can't love driving here, no?
oo, I mean, pag ma-traffic nakakainis talaga. I think that's natural. Pero yan, when going on long drives, mga road trip, like going to Baguio and stuff, yan, na-enjoy ko naman yung the act of driving. The best driving experience I had was when we drove in Canada from Vancouver to the Rockies. Sobrang layo. Pero, ayun, parang, ewan ko, pag nasa highway ka na, yan, you have to be zen and all those things. Concentrate on your speed and the other cars. Yun, nafulfill naman yan lahat sa Euro Truck. Kasi,
So na-capture pala ng Euro Truck yung feeling of that long drive.
yeah, yun. That's what I
Okay.
get out of it, actually.
Cool.
Especially now na, yun, I don't do any drives anymore, obviously, because of the pandemic. Doon ko na lang nilalabas sa Euro Truck.
Okay.
At
Yun.
least walang traffic sa Euro Truck, diba?
Actually,
okay,
nag-download ako ng mod.
Nilagyan mo ng traffic?
Realistic
Did you
realistic
miss
traffic.
the traffic in Manila?
Medyo naiinis na nga ako eh. Pero kasi I haven't been experiencing traffic at all. So, okay lang din. Kasi yun eh, parang okay, tagdag realism sa umaga. Pag rush hour, medyo traffic. Pag hating gabi, hindi na traffic. Okay lang naman din.
Wait, is that the kind of traffic na gumagapang ka talaga?
Hindi. Not EDSA traffic. It's,
Okay,
when I say traffic, yung yan, traffic of the West na you have like 4 or 5 cars, it's traffic na.
Traffic na.
Ganun yun.
You have to
ganun
stop
siya.
traffic na.
Oh, yun. Yun sa stoplight, mga 5 cars in front of you, traffic na yan para sa kanila.
Okay.
So, ganun lang na traffic. It's like, yan, very light traffic, waiting in the stoplight. Yun lang.
Yeah, add some spice to it.
You think may market for a game na talagang traffic? Like Manila traffic? I mean, look, Snow Runner. Diba?
Getting stuck in mud, like who would have known, no? So,
pero it's traffic talaga. So you have to navigate your way through side streets and mga ganyan.
Oo, yeah. Parang Uber driver simulator, parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Yun, actually, I want to play that kind of game, na Uber driver simulator.
pwede, no? Have it play like, yan, parang Euro Truck siya. Pero
Oo
Uber
nga.
driver ka, and then you have a map. You get
Ang
bookings.
closest thing to that na lang is a game called Bus Simulator.
Oh no!
Which I have also.
This is one of those games na, di ba? These all seem to be German games.
Yes.
Yung mga logo nila, lahat, all caps,
Pare-pareho.
italicized na mapayat yung font.
Yes. Tapos nagpapalit lang ng kulay. Pag farming sim, green yata. Pag Euro Truck, it's gold. Pag bus, it's blue yata or something like that.
Hey.
The warehouse
Yeah.
sim. Ano yan? Madami mga ganyan, di ba?
Meron mga job simulators.
Construction. Meron pang isa yung street cleaning simulator.
Meron din, tama.
You drive the truck with the brush.
Oo nga. Yan, sobra na yan. Medyo ayoko maging MMDA. Sorry.
Yung mga imbornal eh.
Hindi ko yata kaya yan. No, pero I was gonna say, yung traffic, people in the forums for Eurotruck complain about how bad the AI is. Kasi minsan, bigla na lang mag-change lane or ikakat ka na lang. Ako, for me, sa sobrang normal na yan for us, sabi ko, shit, parang nai-immerse ako. Parang Manila lang. Yung mag-drive. Sabi ko, this is so immersive that, minsan, when I'm near traffic, kakabahan ako, bigla bang magka-cut to sa akin o hindi.
Gigit-gitin ka ba?
Oo, gigit-gitin ba ako? Kasi minsan nangyayari talaga sa Euro Truck. So, all my instincts from real driving are getting passed on sa Euro Truck. Which is, kind of weird. Ayun, immersive. And yan.
Ano naging immersive tuloy yung experience?
Sobrang immersive.
Wow, parang it's like the disasters in Sim City.
Ay, ayun. Okay, ikaw naman, JV. Any games come to mind?
Well, I missed out on the PS1, PS2 era.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of
that's
games.
Oh
that's a
yeah.
lot of games.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah, you
Yeah.
said you didn't play Metal Gear. You never played Metal Gear,
I
no?
never played Metal Gear. I never played like siguro like which is why I've also missed out on Final Fantasy. The
Mm.
only
oh,
time like I remember playing Final Fantasy 3,
Mm-mm.
which is basically FF6, 'di ba? Parang
yes.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I played it as a ROM because I didn't have an SNES. And so I played it in 1990. I don't know eh. Basta late 90s na eh.
Yeah, nauting ROMs, no?
Yeah,
Late
kasi uso na
90s.
yung ROMs, yeah, exactly. So I remember playing that and the first Pokemon. Kasi
Oh,
wala rin akong
emulated.
yeah, all my games were emulated. Wala akong ano eh, wala akong Game Boy.
Mm.
Okay,
After the
okay.
Nintendo, my next console na kasi was the Wii U.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, a jump.
So I also remember one time na it was a summer. I've never played a single Legend of Zelda game.
Wow.
Yeah. Funny,
Wow.
no? And then my neighbor had Ocarina of Time on the N64.
mm.
Oh,
And
nice.
tinapos na niya eh. So summer yun. So he lent it to me. And I was able to print out. As in, I went to yung mga printing. Tapos I went to GameFAQs. And I, and I printed out the entire walkthrough. Para lang, I have it here. And so, those were the grabe, summer days. Tapos yun. So, that my very first Zelda experience. Talagang I'm the one playing, ah. Kasi, Link to the Past was different, eh. Kasi, my cousin had it. So, I dabble in it sometimes, pero not really play as in like, this is my game, di ba?
Right.
Mm.
So, yun, in the span of one summer, natapos ko si Ocarina. And wow, as in like,
Wow.
what, di ba? And parang I'm kind of glad kasi until now, it's ranked as, it's the best Zelda game. Pero,
Galing, yeah.
syempre, next to
A
the
Link
one
to the
now,
Past.
Like Breath of the Wild.
yeah, Breath of the Wild, di
Mm.
ba?
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Kasi ibang level na yun eh. But then, before Breath of the Wild, Ocarina was like the gold standard for Zelda, di ba?
yeah. Parang all the other games imitated, all the other Zeldas pala just imitated that game
Yeah.
before Breath of the
Mm-mm.
Wild. Yeah.
So, yeah. So parang like, it's funny kasi I tend to play them later on in different
Oh.
medium. I don't know. Yun. Ayun. So like, it's only, my very first Metal Gear game was Phantom Pain.
The fifth one.
Oh.
Yung,
Oh.
ano,
Si Kiefer Sutherland na.
Oh, Kiefer Sutherland.
yeah, because it was out on PC. That was
Okay.
it. Kasi wala akong PlayStation eh.
So why did you skip all these consoles? Was it ayaw mo lang or
Aside from not having money to buy a console. Not at
didn't you
also
beg?
because no, parang ano din eh, I realized then like yeah, I missed out on all of that. But then mid 90s, it was PC.
It
Mm,
really was, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so I
yes.
oo nga.
had syempre even if I missed out on Final Fantasy or Zelda or Metal Gear, I had Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft,
Yeah.
'di ba? So parang
Mm,
I went that route,
okay,
'di
fair
ba?
enough. Oo nga.
Fair. I think it's yeah, so even if there was a time na if you really think about it, 'di ba? Syempre Philippines, PS1, PS2, pirated era 'yun eh, 'di ba?
Oo
Oh,
nga, oo nga,
May mod
oo.
chip. May mod chip.
Yeah,
Oo.
lahat
golden age of
pirata.
golden age of piracy 'yun eh.
Oo nga, oo nga.
Pero
Sa
'yun, wala. I never even got into it. Siguro feeling ko
hmm,
kasi parang it's like if I still played these games, wala. Like eh dami ko nang nilalaro sa ano eh.
sa
Dami ko nang
PC.
nilalaro sa PC eh.
Oh, sabagay, no?
Yeah, so I feel like the game, I really missed out on that era. I played FF7 because there was a PC version.
Yeah, tama.
Yeah, there was
But
nga.
then I think disc 5 was corrupt.
Oh
What? You
Yeah,
no.
never finished it?
I've never finished it until now.
Ah.
Yeah, it's
Siyempre nga, di ba,
okay.
may remastered.
Pa.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay, maybe yun.
hinihintay ko na lang yung ano yung remaster. Kasi 'di ba it's coming out in
It's
chapters or
episodic.
episodic, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ini
how many episodes?
No one knows. Hindi pa yata confirmed eh.
iba-iba yata yung hati nila no? Hindi yung like may set or something. Hindi ko alam.
Kasi from what I remember from the game, kasi it the game that's been released, diba? Parang it takes place in the city.
Yeah.
It's not quite the halfway point eh. It's like maybe a fourth of the game.
Okay.
So I wonder how long it's gonna be.
Okay. Oo nga.
Interesting. You know how I deal with FOMO nowadays?
Mm.
What I do is, actually good example. Diba kanina you were talking about God of War.
Mhm.
I've never played kasi wala akong PS4.
Mhm.
But then, I like watching the YouTube movie version. Yung mga let's play pero
Yeah.
ginagawa nilang movie type. So they show a bit of combat, but all the cutscenes are present. So I remember watching it, like yung buong God of War, and then
Okay.
yun, I think it was 6 hours long.
Which
So,
God of War? The remake?
across several, like 3 days. So I feel like, parang nanood lang ako ng
Nalaro.
Netflix. Parang
Sabagay.
nag-Netflix ako. Tapos, now I feel like, I played it na. So now I'm doing, now I'm watching The Last of Us 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so I like
Hey.
doing it for mga ganyan, yung mga AAA titles.
Actually, that's why I also like Let's Play videos kasi it also lets me, like, for example, I never played God of War, but I see what happened in the game. Diba? All the gory.
Yeah, all the god killing.
Yes.
Oo nga. Yan. Thanks to the internet, yung mga games that you're able to play before, at least napapanood mo na rin ngayon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true, no?
Galing nga eh.
It's
So,
it's
yun,
it's another experience of its own din.
Yes, kasi who here was able to land in Nintendo, in family computer Top Gear when they were a kid? Who was able to land the plane on the carrier?
Top Gun?
Sa Top Gun.
Never.
Ako, I think
yeah, sometimes.
once or twice, parang ganun.
Tapos now, you can just look on YouTube. So this is how you land pala the plane. So parang ganun.
Sabagay.
Gamble na lang yun dati.
Oo nga, tsaka tatanong mo na lang sa kaibigan, paano ba to? Paano mo ginagawa to?
Sabi niya up, di nag-up ako, tapos wala pa.
Oo nga.
Alam mo before, you remember before there was sa mga Nintendo Power, there was like the ads were mga call this hotline for 95
may bayad pa yan.
Diba?
Grabe.
Buti na lang sa atin.
Minute.
Oo nga. Buti sa atin walang ganyan, no? Ay, nako.
Grabe, money-making talaga
Basta stuck na lang yung buong class mo until someone figures it out.
Oo nga. Oo nga. Hey,
I remember the way you used to figure things out before, especially sa mga quest games, yung mga Police Quest, Heroes Quest.
Yeah.
It was always ending up in Vera Mall and then talking to like one of the shop owners.
Or
siyempre bata pa ako nun eh. Tapos nakikitambay lang and you're listening to people talk about it.
Oo nga. Wala ganun talaga eh.
Yeah, I remember bringing I remember I'd bring paper and like a notebook. I'd take notes.
Galing, attentive ah.
Kasi minsan medyo non sequitur din yung mga things you're supposed to do, diba? Like combine this with that.
Feeling ko sadya yan eh. Para tumawag ka sa
bullshit
hotline.
yan, bullshit. The share hotline.
Yeah.
Share the hotline.
Ay.
Yan yung time when JV, who lives in the South, in South Manila, could conceivably go all the way to Green Hills.
Oo nga.
Wow.
I was gonna ask nga, how did you end up in Virmal? I was assuming you were from the South.
Ano, kasi, syempre pag Saturday, family day out, kunyari. So, syempre, excited ako, di ba? So, I'd go with them. I'd stay lang in, yung the second floor, third floor of the computer area.
Yeah.
Tapos, basta 2 hours, meet in Maxim's.
Yes.
Oo nga, may Maxim pa dati.
Oo nga.
Dun sa may
Let's meet in Leching. Di ba?
Leching. Yeah, oo nga. Sa may Shopsville pareho.
Yeah.
Oo
2
nga.
hours. Yun, I'd bring lang, my notebook, tapos kwentuhan lang. Like, how do
Dun
you...
man-
I remember, what game was that? Shit. Zach McCracken and the Ace.
Oh, old school yan ah.
Wow.
Remember that?
Yeah, it looked like Maniac Mansion with the big head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yun.
Wow.
That was,
Pero, ayan. Ito na, nagiging nostalgia episode na naman eh.
Yes, dapat lang.
Oo nga. Sa bagay. Pero nga, yun ang only option natin eh. Ako rin eh, yung police quest. Sa ka-tutor ko rin ko nalalaman eh, paano bang how to solve some puzzles. Doon ko nalaman how to zero your gun. Early on. Yeah. Early on pa lang sa game. Police quest.
You wouldn't think to do that.
What was I, like 7, 8 years old? What would I know about zeroing a pistol, di ba?
Oo.
Ayun. Pero yun, nalaman ko rin and you learned something new.
Grabe. Police quest. Vera Mall.
Old beer ball.
Source din ng mga pirata natin dati yan.
Oo nga.
Sa brochure. Nalala niyo yung brochure?
Brochure.
Yeah.
The manual.
May album sila.
May album. Diba? Favorite.
They really made so much money from photocopies.
Yeah, sure. For sure.
Oo nga.
Grabe. Kasi every time you sell a game, kailangan may manual for the copy protection, di ba?
Right.
Yun eh.
Word on page 3, on the third paragraph.
Yun. Yung brochure na pinupunta ko dati, kasi taga-Pasay ako dati. Yung sa Makati Cinema Square pa. Tapos parang ang shady pa tingnan kasi dilim-dilim, tapos medyo may amoy Xerox.
Yan ang memory ko for sure.
Pero when you're there, you have that comfy feeling that yes, I'm gonna buy a game kasi it's all the video games are there. Lahat ng computer nandyan.
Oo.
They
Tapos
were
pwede mo bang...
no? They really knew their stuff at that time.
Yeah. Tsaka they let you try the game. Walang problema. Sabi mo, miss, pwede bang subukan yan? Tapos parang, pwede ito na lang. Tapos kahit di ka pa bumili, okay lang. Basta suki ka, okay lang.
Tapos saka naman nila ko kopyahin yung disc eh.
Oo nga. Wala namang cost sa kanila yan eh. Ay, nako. So yan ang ating mga games. Any other genres? Actually, I have another story to tell. Actually, I wrote off playing any RTS games. Kasi nung mga mid-90s, nung sikat ang Warcraft 2, parati kong kalaro yung pinsan ko, Warcraft 2. Ang galing niya. So, laro namin puro skirmish. Yun. Tapos parati akong talo. So, sabi ko, shit, ayoko na ng Command and Conquer.
Alam mo, gets ko yan. Kasi, you know who got me into StarCraft? Si JV. Kasi, I would do the skirmishes before. I'd always lose. And then, he was the one who told me about, you know what you should do? You should look up the build orders. So, for example, you build first three worker units. Then, when on the third unit, you build this building and then build that building.
Yeah.
So, that's
okay,
right.
kaya pala. Yan pala yung optimization.
When you're on your 7th SCV, build the barracks and then
wow. Yeah. Pro gamer. Esports na to.
APM, actions per minute. Ano yun?
Yeah. Tama. pero yun, I ignored a lot of real-time strategy games for the longest time until I think nung nagyayaan tayo maglaro dyan dati ng Company of Heroes.
Really?
Oo,
So
that was
that's when you
the
got back into it, huh?
yeah, that was like parang sige na nga kasi everybody was playing it. Sige, let me try it. And you said walang masyadong micromanagement. Okay, sige, let's try it. Tas ayun, parang dun bumalik sa akin yung considering playing RTS games again.
Company of Heroes kind of different eh.
Yeah,
Walang mga build order eh.
wala nga masyado. It's more of squad movement
Unit
and
positioning talaga.
positioning. Tama.
Positioning.
So I enjoyed that part.
So
Tap-
would you play StarCraft now?
No. The old StarCraft 2, no. No, kasi, again, another bad story. My friend, parang sabi, let's play StarCraft 2. Medyo bago pa. Sige, may parang demo. Di ba you can give away like a demo
Yeah.
access or whatever.
Spawn
So
copy, yeah.
Yeah, so he gave me one. So, sige, let's play. Tapos skirmish tayo. Tapos, ang dami pa namin nung, like, 4-on-4 pa yata. Tapos, ayun, parang biglang, laro tayo. Linagay ko dun sa 4-on-4 skirmish. Siyempre, wala pa akong alam nun. It's like my first day. So, siyempre, sobrang talo ako. Sabi, putang ina, fuck this shit. Ayoko na. So, I quit. Nag-rage quit ako, literal. Rage quit. So, saan ka na pumunta? Tangina, talo ako eh. Nasama-sama ko dito, talo ako. Yun. Talaga nagalit talaga ako. Tapos, yun. Tapos after that, Company of Heroes na. Kasi yun, bumalik naman.
Okay.
Tapos yun. Tapos you have the Dawn of War, yung Warhammer
That
na.
was that was
Yeah, it was good.
Pala, no? We played Dawn of War.
Yeah, we did.
Makers, diba? Same makers, right?
Yeah, Relic.
Yeah, Relic. Tama, oo. And then, CNC3 with all the...
Pala, nilaro rin natin yun.
Oo,
wait.
nung hindi pa...
Red Alert? Was it Red Alert?
Red Alert 3 pala,
Yeah,
Red Alert 3. Nung everything was permitted. Nobody was woke yet.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic game. I loved it.
Yeah.
Ano pa bang RTS? Yun, mga yun. Buti nabalikan kasi yan, if not for Company of Heroes, yan, I would really forget about any RTS games at all because of that one bad experience.
Na-turn off ka.
Oo nga.
Na-turn off sa losing.
Talo kasi lagi. It's frustrating nga naman. And you didn't get into like the campaigns, playing the story.
Hindi rin. For me, RTS games talaga, I had this strange opinion that it's meant to be played with yung multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately naman, yeah, that's true.
The campaign didn't matter too much to me. If I wanted to play a single player game, yun, other genres na lang siguro.
Like truck simulator.
Yeah, tama. O nga, Euro Truck. Ay.
We should all play the Command and Conquer Remastered Collection.
Yan. Pwede mag-comp stomp na lang tayo. Huwag na tayo mag-PvP. Di ba yun yung thing?
Sure. Comp stomp.
Or again, Company of Heroes. I think it still holds up. Yung Company of Heroes 2. May sequel na.
Ayun, I have... may sequel na.
May sequel.
I have the first game and Legacy Edition, Opposing Front, saka Tales of Valor.
Yun.
Yeah, that's part 1.
Okay.
Or Dawn of War.
Or Dawn of War.
Mas yun.
Warhammer. Oo nga, sa bagay. Okay lang. Sige, yan. Isama natin sa listahan natin ulit. Okay, sige. So, I also...
Conquer Remastered is
1,000.
Origin Prime.
Ay. But in
yung you can subscribe then, no?
Yeah, you have to subscribe.
You can't buy it.
Wait, if you buy, pwede rin. $25, $26, $27.
Ayun, I was more of Red Alert fan ako than Command and Conquer.
Okay.
There's Red Alert din. May Red Alert sa Remastered.
Red Alert.
Meron din kasama.
I think it's on Steam.
It's 1,000 pesos on Steam.
Yeah. Wait,
Ayoko.
you know what? You know what game pala I missed out on? The
What?
whole multiplayer dimension of Halo.
Ako rin, ako
Ako
rin.
rin,
Diba
ako
sa
rin.
It's an
States
Yeah.
sobrang
I
uso
don't think I
yun?
don't think any of us
it
got to it. Did we?
it's more of the North American thing because of
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox. I think I missed out because it was an Xbox.
Okay. Sa States kasi everyone talks about it, di ba?
Oo nga.
Oh,
It's yan. Kaya nga nauso yung yung mga dude bro games. And one of them are Halo.
yes, a Halo, the
Oo,
and
kasi
Call of
parang
Duty.
and Call of Duty kasi 'di ba parang ganoon when you're like a frat boy, oh let's play Call
Yeah,
of Duty
tama,
or
tama.
Halo. 'Di ba?
So does it
Ganun
make
yun eh.
sense to buy now? Di ba Halo is, the collection is out on PC?
The Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
out.
Yan, buy it. Let's play co-op. Kami ni Jed, we have
Oh,
it.
we've
You
been
have it?
playing it.
We have it. Oh, we
Teka
stopped
muna,
eh.
guys. May list pa tayo. May list pa tayo to finish.
Oh,
Si Rico, really, that's back.
oo nga, pwede ba? Rico, ito ba? Auditor ka ba? Let's just go with whatever we
The Master
feel.
Chief Collection ba?
The Master Chief Collection.
Patay.
Ay, nako.
Let's go what we feel. Life is too short to be counting beans.
Oh,
Ang laki na nga
The
yung
Master
collection
Chief
ko eh.
Collection.
Okay lang.
829 pesos.
Let's wait for a sale. Pag nag-sale, bilhin natin. Bilhin nyo pala. Kasi the co-op is all 4 players, di ba?
except for one, I think.
Then
Halo
we'll
1
skip
is
one.
2 players.
Okay. Ayun, we'll just
Add
skip
to
one.
wish list. I'll put it to wish list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, ano to?
Ayan.
What's the name? Just to make sure I get the right one.
Halo, the Master Chief
Yan
Collection.
na, yan na.
Yan na.
Ay.
Yeah, sign na lang.
Yes. I hope you're not regretting na magkaibigan tayo, Rico. Sa dami ko ng tinutulak na bagong games. Ay, nako.
Teka.
Ayan, sige, moving on.
$1,000 pala eh.
Sorry?
It's less than $1,000 yung
Oo
Master
nga, see, tama. And then you have like what?
At
Five
games.
games, di ba?
Oh.
Oh.
Check ko muna yung di ba may parang Steam price tracker? So check ko muna yung
Oh,
history.
yung lowest, no? Tama.
tama,
I think
tama.
it went on sale din yung summer sale.
Sige.
So, ibang na lang natin pag sale, tapos bilhin nyo na. Hindi naman tayo nagmamadali.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasi
We
Ayun.
still have to play
Here's the finish
Risk of Rain.
Yes, oo nga.
Yeah, let's play that.
Sure. Okay, sige, moving on. I've also asked this question to a Facebook group called PlayStation Philippines. And ang dami nating sagot from them. So shout out to them. Sobrang ganda ng mga kwento nila.
Yeah. Wow.
Yan, first si Mark Anthony Angeles. And he wrote, yung kwento niya, no, Souls series. First Souls ko is Demon Souls. Unang-unang lumabas, rumor na may game na sobrang hirap. I just ignored it and inisip na cliche RPG na naman always. Close call mga steps na dapat i-take. Coming from NES games and always played sa hardest difficulty pag naglalaro para ma-feel yung intensity ng situation ng protagonist. Wow, okay. That's a good way of thinking of it. Kaya ko tapusin mga games before on one credit. Wow, 3 Wonders, Metal Slug 1, 2, X, and 3. Contra No Deaths. Galing naman.
Wow.
And marami pa. No deaths, ha?
Wow.
Walang sinabing up, up, down, down.
Okay.
So sabi ko, try ko nga DES, which is I guess Demon Souls.
Demon Souls, yeah.
Una, iniisip ko parang God of War or Devil May Cry style. Eventually, makakuha ng OP weapons. And yun, mali ako. Finish the game without walkthrough or hints. Masasabi ko lang, ang hirap niya kasi kakaiba siya sa akin. Nung una, ang ginulpi talaga ako ng game hanggang mahiga ako to tap out. Pero kahit nakahiga, ayun, sinisipa pa rin ako. Good luck sa podcast, man. Okay, yung mga Souls game. Actually, si Zet Beltran din. Yun din, sagot niya, Souls game. The game is touted as being difficult, which is what kept me away when in fact what it just needs is patience from the players.
Wow, ang deep naman yan.
Oh, yun.
Oh,
Yan,
man. I think, yeah.
Yeah, ikaw, I was gonna say, ikaw, Jed, you're a big fan of the Souls games. So what can you say about it?
Oo. Tama nga naman, no? Sabi ni Zet, you just need patience from the players. Kasi, I think, the Souls games, nagka-reputation talaga sila eh. Na medyo naging overblown na in recent years. Eh. Oh, Dark Souls, sobrang hirap niyan, imposible yan. Yung gano'n na kagad,
Mm.
yung thought na it's not really like that, no? Na kung alam mo yung experience of playing games on the family computer na okay, so sobrang hirap ng game na to. I can only make it to stage 2 tapos masaya na ako. So every time I
Mm.
sit down to play it, I get to stage 2 and then I die, game over. Okay na, I move on. And then eventually you get to stage 3 isang araw. And then you find na, uy, kaya ko na palang mag-stage 3 consistently. And then you get better, you
Mm.
get better. Ganun lang naman din yun.
Mm.
I guess games just haven't been that way for so long.
Oo nga.
Na nung
Like,
nagkaroon ng Souls, it was different again.
I guess, itong, yun, like, sinabi ni Mark Anthony, no, na, malamang seasoned gamer na to, na he was playing Contra and all that stuff.
Contra,
So,
no deaths, oh.
no
Oh,
deaths, yes.
grabe.
So, yan, primed to play, yan, primed for a Souls game na siya na,
Game, oh.
kayang-kaya niya yung difficulty and yung learning curve.
Yeah. Pero tama rin sinabi niya, no? Na that's the feeling pag sa Souls na you're starting
Mm.
out, you're getting a feel for the gameplay, the system, the boss patterns. Talagang pag natalo ka, yung nakahiga ka na pero sinisipa ka pa rin. Talaga yung
Oo.
feeling eh. I read
Grabe.
somewhere na the way someone described the Souls games is that it's a game that doesn't care for the player's presence.
Mm,
Parang there are no design concessions made to make
for the
life
player.
easier for you. Yeah. So you just have
Ah,
to live with it. Ganun talaga. Sisipain ka talaga kung sisipa ka.
oh, it's very actually yan for the difficulty and how notorious the game is, no. It's still refreshing that this kind of naging genre na nga, Souls like game.
Yeah.
So,
It's still that can still exist in the
Oo nga, no?
industry.
It's a surprise, no? Na may market pala for this sort of thing.
Oo nga. Yun. Medyong cool. Sayang, ako, di ako makakalaro ng Souls sa game. Kasi yun, sobrang hirap. Pero, like yan, the Dark Souls series, maganda yung ano niya eh. Maganda nga yung atmosphere, maganda yung animation ng attacks. So I'm a little envious that people are playing this game and I can't. But okay lang, tanggap ko na. Sige. Next is from Ivan Galiza, and he says Persona 5. Yung graphics at
Ooh.
saka gameplay kasi ang reason na in-avoid ko yung game. I haven't played any JRPGs pero I gave it a shot and I'm loving it. Same with
Nice.
Feo Chua, no? Persona 5 Royal. Oh, that's a new one. Ignored the OG release, but when Royal came out during the start of the quarantine, gave it a shot, loved it, and became my game of the generation. Wow,
Wow.
got the platinum, and actually gave another shot to Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita. Finished it as well. Yun, Persona.
Persona.
Oh, the first.
Persona's amazing.
Yeah, it is. My first interaction with Persona was Persona 4 Golden also on the Vita.
Yeah, same. We're the same.
Ayun.
this is something
I
I never.
Did you ever finish it?
I did. I was I finished it on the plane coming back home.
Did you finish like the best ending?
No, no,
Or
no. I knew about the best ending about nun when I was telling Jed. Tapos sabi, uy, parang may better ending pa. Ha? So,
grabe yung ano Like you wanna know how interesting it is? Kasi I knew about the better ending, the best ending
mm,
when I was almost about to finish what I thought was the end of the game.
okay.
So, sabi ko, o sige, ano na lang, I'll look at the facts and I'll see how to get the best ending.
Mm.
And it's medyo ano pala, like you really have to do nuanced choices and stuff.
Yeah.
Like yung mga diba, per day, you have to, on this day dapat you have to do this kasi kung hindi, you won't get the best ending. So, So syempre I play it, fight the seemingly last boss. Kasi
Mm.
kung if you don't fulfill it, the ano, yun na yung last boss. Tas okay na, you go home. Like
Oo.
every Persona game, 'di ba? You take the train home, what a life, what a summer. Ikaw,
Yeah.
Wait, is
'di
that
ba?
a recurring theme ba yan?
Yeah, you're always like
Ah,
the new student who, 'di ba?
okay. I only played one. Yan, ito. P4G lang yung nalaro ko. I
You
didn't know
so
that was a thing.
yeah, so ngayon, apparently because I was after the real ending, grabe. It's like an additional 10 ako like 10 hours more. And hindi ko pa
Okay.
siya natapos until now. Kasi it was just too
Wow.
Ah,
hard. So
oh,
parang I just
actually,
abandoned the game na. Like, okay,
oh.
wala na.
Medyo nainis nga din ako sa Dragon Quest 11 na medyo ganun din eh. Na akala mo ending na, pero may better ending pa pala. Then you have to play yan additional 10 hours more.
Yeah, it's like, what? You mean to say this is not the end? It's like,
Yeah.
you really feel you really feel shortchanged. Kasi
Mm.
if you finish the game, and then you see, let's say, sige, let's read about what happens. And it's not like there's one more battle or there's like a stage. No, it's like it's a whole it's like a whole new DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
Mali pala
Yeah.
tayo, guys.
Oh.
Wrong. And, and then the story unfolds like
Oo nga. Parang, yun, I find it, yeah, baka this is another episode, no, yung topic. Pero I find it very annoying na you spend so much time, tapos yung payoff mo, ganun lang. Then you have to play some more pa to get like the real
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. If you get like the ending or the bad
Yeah.
ending, no.
Ang dami ko nang ininvest na oras eh. Parang yun, hindi siya respectful of your time.
plus the fact that Persona is super grindy by nature, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oo.
Ay.
Ayun. Pero yun,
I want to get into it tuloy because of those kinds of endings? Or should I just follow a walkthrough?
Ako, I would recommend just playing it whatever you decide or do sa game.
Okay.
Tapos kung
If you wanna maximize your characters, then yeah, you
yeah,
have
yun.
to.
Okay.
Kasi the way it works is during the day, you're building relationships with your teammates, and during the night, you become the mga phantom thief or whatever, basta yung mga hunters. So, if during the day you don't min-max your relationship, like dapat itong day na to you have to do this. Like take this person out on a nice like ganito because apparently yun yung secret niya like this person secretly likes going to the mall while the other character likes flowers. Yung mga ganon. And if you don't min-max it, parang
Yun.
you don't maximize the character leveling. So yun din yung ayoko eh. It's like, how are you supposed to know? And then syempre, so you have to consult the next thing you know, you're consulting the facts more than the gameplay.
Oo nga.
Following it na lang eh.
Yeah,
Oo nga.
yun yung problem
So,
nga.
yun. Just, ako, yun, I really recommend just playing it on however you feel like playing it na lang.
Okay.
Kasi it's a really good game naman din eh. Kahit papano.
The soundtrack's amazing, di ba?
Yeah, yun din.
Yes.
Oh.
Google mo, Rix, Persona 5 Golden soundtrack.
Oh, sige.
Ang ganda ng, it's a band eh. It's, di ba? They're a real band eh.
It's real. Yeah, it's a real band. Alam ko. Yung instruments you can tell them apart.
It's real. It's J-pop talaga.
Pero I can see why some people would be turned off especially sa Persona 5 yung how stylized it is, no? Sa UI pa lang sobrang sobrang ang wacky, ang hyperactive eh.
Yeah. It's gonna appeal to some people, pero I can imagine some other people baka ma-turn off doon. Very very ET yung theme niya eh. And
Yeah.
it might look too, I don't know, chaotic for some people.
Yeah, tama.
Old people like us.
Oo nga. Tinitingnan ko pa lang yung UI. Pagod na ako eh.
Grabe.
Yun. Okay, sige. Moving on. Drew Martinez says, Uncharted naman yung game niya.
Uy, Uncharted.
Nalaro ko ang Uncharted 2 sa PS3, pero that's about as much as nalaro ko sa franchise. Nakascore ako ng pre-owned na Uncharted 4 at a very steal price with the intention of reselling it. Decided to play it bago ibenta and ended up keeping it. Tapos bumili pa ako ng Nathan Drake collection.
Wow.
Oh, so binuo na niya. Oh, astig
Oo.
yan. Romeo Rabuyo Handugan Jr. I hope I'm reading your name correctly. Uncharted din yung game niya, the Nathan Drake collection. At first, I was skeptical because I'm not really into adventure type games. But since na-free siya noong May, I guess this is PS Plus, I trinay ko at damn na-amaze talaga ako sa tatlong laro para dahil para bago siya sa akin at humorous rin ang lines nila. Oo nga,
Yes.
yun ang maganda nga sa Uncharted. Something that I did not expect when I first played it. I thought I bought the first game, pero I did not expect that the characters would be as deep as that. Na the chemistry is really good. The way they used humor was also good for PS3 game at that time.
Oh, we weren't really used to that sort of thing. The kind of humor that you would see in a movie in a game like that.
Yeah, correct, tama.
Naughty Dog.
Oo nga, Naughty Dog.
Galing.
Naughty Dog.
Hindi lang Last of Us pero Uncharted.
Oh.
Uncharted.
And yun, it's easy to say na hey, parang ano to, Tomb Raider rip-off pero lalaki lang siya. 'Di ba? At first glance ganun eh. At ganun talaga
ganun,
eh.
yeah.
Pero yan, it's more to that.
When you're playing it, parang okay, this is its own thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I especially like yung mga historical mysteries or yung mga things that they type. Yeah, some of them like sa first game, you find a
I think it was El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Yeah.
Tapos, and then you see like a Nazi U-boat hanging on the tree. Yun, that's for me parang shit. This sold me. Galing. And then 2 and 3, of course. Ayun. Mga other, ano ba yung sa 2? Yung Shangri-La,
2
no?
was, Shambhala.
Shambhala. And then 3 was, shit, I
3
forget.
was, they call it, the Atlantis of the Sands.
Oh, yeah,
It's
tama. That's
it's
why
a
it was in the...
city in the desert.
Tama. And then 4th, yeah, medyo lasing na ako, pero I forget also kung ano yung 4th.
Yeah, I started 4 pero hindi ko natapos pa.
Maganda yung 4, tapusin mo siya.
Oh, okay. Sige.
Especially na yung bagong character, yung kapatid niya.
Oh, yeah. My brother, si Nathan Drake.
Maganda yung parang development na nila. Maganda.
They have so many little things here, no? Gusto ko lang mabanggit na they didn't even like make sure that you saw everything. Like sa Uncharted 2, eto hindi ko alam kung nakita mo to, James. Yung like, may part where you run past the swimming pool. Kasama mo si the girl with the dark hair, forget her name.
Okay.
And then you just run past it. But if you jump in, magjo-joke pa si Nathan Drake na, Marco! Yeah, ganun siya.
Okay, wow.
And they have a whole dialogue about it just because you jumped into the pool.
Wow.
And they have so many moments like that. Ang galing.
Yun ang thing, yun ang charm ng talaga. Ibang klase. Okay, moving on, si Small Gremlin Ra, I'm not sure if this is his real name. But anyways, he says Monster Hunter World, yung bagong Monster Hunter. Ignored it until a friend told me I could make my fave character as a hunter. I got hooked so bad, I even bought it on PC.
Double dip.
Oo.
Pero maganda yung character creator ng world. Yeah.
Oo nga. In Monster Hunter in general, ako first time when I played it was on the DS.
Was it 4?
I think so.
Yeah, kasi that was my first game, yung Monster Hunter 4. I never really got into it. Binili ko Monster Hunter 4, binili ko Monster Hunter World. I got like a few hours in, tapos wala, di ko nababalikan. I don't know why.
I can see why. Yan. Well, of course, the whole loop is killing monsters,
Like,
crafting gear.
looking for monsters, then killing monsters, diba?
Okay, yeah, looking for monsters and then crafting gear, killing them and then crafting gear.
Crafting gear with the carcass.
Yeah, with the carcass. Yun.
With the blood of
Ah,
your enemies.
pero ito, it's all about ano naman character creation.
Yeah. Like Sedge nga yung character creator niya. You can spend an hour just making a
Oo
character.
nga. Oo nga. Zeph Mondoyo, sorry, says Final Fantasy VI. Ignored it at first and after playing, fell in love with the entire series.
Ito. I actually... So, I played FF8. I never
Okay.
played FF7, but I played also FF6 kasi emulator. Tapos,
Okay.
I actually like the story. But parang, I like the story of FF6. It's very... So,
It's the best.
Bias. Bias media. Sabi na nga ba?
no, but since I never played FF7, I actually like the story of FF6 more than 8. Kasi
Talaga?
pixels lang siya, but I could feel the scale of the whole game.
Wow.
I don't know why, but yeah.
Pero oo nga, Jed always says that FF6 is his best Final
It's the
Fantasy
best.
game.
Talaga.
Yan. Hindi lang ngayon, nung sa office pa kami, yun. Pero yun, naintriga tuloy ako na I want to try Final Fantasy 6 and I'm
Nalala
just
ko din yung opera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sobrang galing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
many good moments in that game.
Lalo na yung train suplex. Diba?
Yung tama, you can suplex the train.
May this boss is a ghost train. Tapos there's a character with a suplex move. And for some reason, gumagana yung suplex move niya sa train. So you see the whole train get suplexed
sheesh.
in the game.
Yung bone
Okay.
sprite,
Oh.
nakatayo na.
Okay. Yun, I'm waiting for a remake na lang. Sana gawin na lang yung remake. Or remastered or whatever.
Sana nga lumabas sa Switch, I would play it again.
Yun, oo nga. Even if there's a Switch release, sige, I would play it. Next is Emer J. Ilagan. Harvest Moon naman ang game niya. Yung parang sobrang childish na graphics tapos parang boring kasi ganun-ganun na lang gagawin kada araw. Pero nung kinatagalan, ayun, nagkaasawa at anak.
Nagkaasawa at anak, o nga.
Yun ang endgame, di ba? Mag-asawa at saka anak.
Oo.
Pero yun, itong, ewan ko ba what kind of genre this is, pero ang closest game to like Harvest Moon I played was Stardew Valley.
Yeah, same.
Ayun.
People say that.
Oo. Ang
And-
Harvest Moon yata, wala pa akong nalaro talaga eh. I think
Ako rin.
besides Stardew, I only played, was it Rune Factory?
Rune Factory.
Yeah, parang fantasy farming thing.
Oo, ganun din eh.
Yeah.
Pero, actually pala, before Stardew Valley, I played Farming Simulator.
Ay, nako, hindi naman.
Here we go again.
Oh boy. Iba yun,
Kasi,
iba.
it's ganun, medyo ganun na rin kasi you're farming, but it's a more, the farming is
Simulated. You know,
simulated, more,
Simulated.
wait, I was looking for a word. It's more
realistic.
more involved.
Okay.
Kasi you use all these other equipment. Yung tawag to?
Hindi ba mas involved ng Harvest Moon? You dig the soil with your own hands.
No, it's
Didiligan
all
mo
about
isa-isa yung mga
it's-
halaman mo.
it's all about the equipment.
Okay, sige.
Yung mag-aararo ka with like yung pang-araro na whatever na tractor. Tapos may pang seed planter ka rin. Tapos yun, may pang baon ka pa.
Ay.
O, di ba? Tapos when you harvest, yun, astig din yung harvest. You have the combine, and then yan, truck that collects the crops and whatever. Yun.
Modern version.
So maglaro na tayo ng Farming Simulator.
Ah.
You grown now, pero when we play it, sabi, uy, astig pala to, James. Parang, good thing you let me play this.
Sige.
Shh. Ay, nako. Um, Next is James Andrew Tan, the Patapon series. Childish graphics pero unforgettable gameplay.
Yun, I actually played the first game and the second one, and
Ah, really? Okay.
I love both. I loved it. So are you guys familiar with the games?
Yes.
No, I never played it.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So
I've tried the demo.
ayun, so you control an army, and then you give them commands by pressing the four sequences of the so PSP siya eh. You press the right sequence of the four buttons, pero dapat you keep the beat. So
Oh.
kunwari, circle
Rhythm game siya.
or rhythm game siya. So circle
Okay.
to make them go forward. Circle, circle, triangle, square. Parang ganun. Or if you wanted to attack, parang circle, circle, X, square. Parang ganun. So
Oh.
yeah, and then
Mm.
you have to keep the rhythm throughout the whole level. And then when you so if you keep the streak going, the rhythm going, parang lalakas yung attacks mo. So you really need to keep to maintain the rhythm the whole level.
Mm.
And then
Ah.
yung challenge din ng game, you also have to watch your opponent kasi you need to anticipate what they're going to do. Then make sure you put in the right command within in the rhythm pa rin. Gets mo? So kunwari you see the boss is about to charge you, so you have to use the command to put your shields in front and parang dig in, parang ganun.
Mm.
Malalim pala yung game,
Ano?
ah.
Oh,
Okay, di ko alam ganun pala siya.
I don't know why they never released it for other platforms kasi yun nga, I love both games.
Hmm. Ito yata
Hmm.
Sony exclusive. Yun.
Yes.
PSP exclusive, no?
Uh,
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Baka siguro kaya I never got to play it. Okay, yeah, I'd like to try that.
yes, you should,
Oo nga.
Pero it's a
Yun.
PS4 though.
Yun. Parang, because nga, James said, no, the graphics are parang sobrang cartoony and ano. Parang you won't expect na
Oh,
ganun pala yung game.
nga. I keep thinking World of Goo. Pag
Oo nga, oo
naisip
nga.
ko yung patapon. Hindi pala siya ganun. Okay.
Uy. Sam Chan says Castlevania SOTN. I'm assuming that's Symphony of the Night. I
Yes.
only know it because Jed played it in the emulator and in the office.
Nga pala.
I was a wuss when I was a kid, so I avoided games that had horror in them, like Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Castlevania had one of those covers that made you, WTF am I looking at? Or what the fuck am I looking at? Where's the pic of the main character? Eventually, I saw a dude playing it at the game rental shop and activated the keep all items. And I was like, damn, I need to play this game.
Oh,
Ano ba
yeah.
yung, what does that mean, the last part? Yung ano, keep all items.
Keep, I don't know. Maybe may unlock ng all the items?
Ah, okay. I thought it was a Castlevania thing.
Oh, I don't think so. Well, hindi siya familiar sa akin.
Mm.
Parang so apparently it looks like you carry over equipment from a previous game.
Like a New Game Plus
Oo, pero
thing.
Ah.
glitch or something.
Baka nga,
Oh,
no?
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
kasi sa bagay, part of the appeal of Symphony is getting better gear. Na you get a better
Yeah,
sword
talaga.
or get better armor. Oh, may
So,
RPG
so may parang
elements.
loot siya.
Oh, meron siya. Meron siyang system na ganun.
Ah.
And it cool nga siya kasi
Astig.
there are a lot of different kinds of weapons. That is Castlevania, whip lang, di ba?
Oo nga.
Alucard has a sword. And you find out as you play the game that there are different kinds of swords. Merong yung short sword lang, parang dagger lang siya. There's a long sword. There's like a fencing sword na iba yung attack. You stab with it. So
Ah.
the gameplay changes depending on what you have equipped. So yun, it's it's engaging in that way. Uy, paano naman kaya to pag in-equip ko to?
Okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
So apparently glitch nga siya na New Game Plus. So that's, yeah, I guess that
I
a lot of
get,
sequence tricks, for example.
yeah.
Okay. Yun pala yun. Oh, I never knew about yung Castlevania. The first Castlevania I played was in the family computer. Tapos sobrang
Sobrang
hirap.
hirap nun.
Tapos yun, na-write off ko na. Hindi ko na nagustuhan. Parang lang si Mega Man. Pagkatapos ng cut man, akala ko, uy, astig to. Tapos,
How can you not like Mega Man?
I wasn't a fan. It was so hard. You know, bata ako, maikli lang patience ko. Like now, also. So,
Okay.
wala na. Christian Raimundo. Nung una, hinahayaan ko lang mga Minecraft. So, I guess he's talking about Minecraft. Sa Android phones nila. Tapos, nag-install ako sa PS4 at sa PC. Ngayon, party na kaming 4. And we're having a blast.
Wow, saya naman.
Oo nga. Minecraft. Cross-platform.
That was the dream.
Yeah.
I used to play Minecraft with my nephew when he got into it. Nasa phone siya naglalaro. Pero nung time na yun, wala pang crossplay. So we couldn't really play together.
Oh.
Parang bang tawagan na lang na, uy, tingnan mo yung ginawa ko dito. Oh, that's cool. Ganun na lang. But we're not even playing together. And we never really got to play like that. Sayang.
So recently lang yata tong crossplay thing, no?
Parang yeah.
Oh, I remember also playing Minecraft when years ago. Nung una, ganun parang, ano ba naman to? May blocky graphics. And what are you supposed to do? Build stuff. And then, yun, eventually I was able to try it. Tapos, uy, okay rin pala tong Minecraft. And,
Pero why is it? Because you get to build you can build anything, or
well, if you play on survival mode, yan, the survival mechanics are not bad. Well, when I played that time, yun nung ano pa before Microsoft acquired the company. But the mechanics for survival was a little basic, pero yun, it's nice to play with friends and having your own base and like a commune. Tapos doon kayo nakatira lahat. Tapos may pang farming and everything. So, yun. Maganda rin yung experience.
Na may mga ka-share ka sa server. Ginawa natin dati, James.
Na
it was on all the time and people would just come in or log out as they pleased. Magugulat ka na lang pagpasok mo, someone made a new farm. Someone made a train system going to another colony. Yung ganun klase. Nakakatuwa din siya.
Yeah.
Actually, I could put this game in our topic, the games I almost ignored but ended up loving. Siguro, if not for sheer word of mouth, hindi ko na pinansin ng Minecraft. Kasi itsura pa lang but people were talking about it. People kept making videos about it. Sige na, tignan natin, ano ba to? And yeah, that was that.
So easy to write off because yan, first of all, presentation pa lang.
Oh, what is this meme game?
Yan. Next is si Abel Brazil. I hope I didn't butcher your name, but Death Stranding. Kala ko maboboard ako, yung pala may enjoy ko siya dahil sa challenges. Yan, it's...
Hindi ko rin, maboboard ako pero sana hindi.
Ako, naiintriga na ako sa Death Stranding nung kunento dati ni Colin na it's delivering.
Yeah, I think it's Euro Truck on foot.
Yan, I am sold. I am sold. Pero hindi, may off-road, hindi naman Euro Truck, baka snow runner on foot kasi you have to climb mountains and stuff, diba?
Yeah.
And balance your load.
Tama.
Diba? So, ready na ako. The PC version came out. Did it come out? Or is it coming out? Oh, it's out na pala. Yan. So, next time it goes on sale.
Pwede
diba?
Na.
Buti nga it came out for the PC din kasi I originally thought this was gonna be a PS4 exclusive. Pero buti na lang, mabait si Kojima, ilalabas din niya sa PC.
Yan. Salamat.
Yan. Okay, so those were all the games from the PlayStation Philippines group. Thank you once again, guys. Masasaya yung mga okay yung mga sagot nila no? Yung
Yes.
usually it's all about the presentation and the graphics. And parang yan being game developers no Jed, parang ayun but buti these other developers took the like yan Persona 5 or ano ba yung ibang games na mukhang cartoony, Harvest Moon, Minecraft.
Harvest Moon.
It was a design choice to do it that way, diba? And it's a risk.
It's nice to see games succeed na hindi lang built on the spectacle.
Tama.
And a big example of that is Animal Crossing.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, we're back.
Yan. Full circle.
Oh.
Animal Crossing. Ay, ayan. Ang dami na natin na pag-usapan. I had one more question pero I think I will skip it because we're gonna hit the 3-hour mark. Almost the 3-hour mark na.
Okay.
So, ano ba ang lesson learned natin sa tong episode na to? Don't judge a book by its cover. So cliche.
Yan. That may reason why it's a cliche.
Yeah.
It's something to think about.
Okay, sige. So kailangan open-minded ka.
Yan lang. Open-minded ka ba?
Open-minded, wag sa ano ba tawag doon?
Business.
Yung
Sa business.
sa multi-level marketing, wag yung sa ganyan. Pero sa
Oo.
video games, open-minded tayo.
Tama.
Yun na lang sasabihin ko.
Yan. Be open-minded. Wag sa multi-level marketing scheme.
Yan. Oo nga. Okay, sige, I guess with that, ang ganda naman ng closing natin, pang.
Yes.
Wag sa scam. With that, sige, let's close the show na. Yan, again, guys, thanks for listening and thanks for all the answers sa PlayStation Philippines Facebook group. Catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it, we would appreciate it if you can follow us on Spotify. If you're listening on Apple Podcast, leaving a review will also be a big help. Finally, if you want to keep in touch, you can do so by liking our Facebook page. Just search for Tander Chats.